All right, guys, we moved over to our other display here where we've got the Rega Planar 10. And for those of you who are wondering along the way, yes, this is being shot in our new Experience Center. So by the time you're watching it, you can come on out. The P10, John, this is the creme de la creme, the flagship. This is as good as it gets, right?
It is. It's our best effort to date. We have some tricks up our sleeve later in the fourth quarter of this year. That will be a production version that is even bested, better than this even.
Oh my.
But right now, this has been the king of the pile for a number of years now. The dust cover is not hinged because, and I'll show you why, and you go, wow, this is amazing. So what they did is they took just good thinking and said, if we're trying to get the low mass, the lightest we can, if we're trying to get the lowest amount of vibration, then give the vibration that's in the room coming from the loudspeakers the smallest target to hit. So they just cut these sections right out of the older style plinth. So we call that a skeletal approach, and you can absolutely hear it. It's found on the Planar 8 as well as the 10. The 10, I should say, mounted with this cartridge is $9,995. So for the customer that is looking for the finest record-playing analog reproduction, this is the turntable. Now, the material of this plinth is tan cast, same as what we had on the Planar 6, with a laminate on the top, bonding. This is a ceramic brace, top and bottom, that links the Tonearm to the main subplatter and bearing housing. You'll notice we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There it is.
But it's a larger diameter. And being a little bit larger diameter, it's going to stabilize itself a little better as it's rotating around playing the record. Now you'll see as I lift, it wants to suction back down.
Is there some magnetism going on there?
There is no magnetism going on.
Okay.
There is absolute smallest tolerances. So at the bottom of that bearing well, which is solid brass, machined, is a ball bearing. And when I put that back on, and look at that. Now you'd think if the tolerances weren't super exact, it would just go thunk, and you'd be right.
But it almost floats.
It just floats down until it touches bottom. On the back side, you'll notice the exact same pulley that we had on the other, except there's 2 reference EBLTs rather than 1. So why would we want to do that? Why put 2 belts instead of 1? No matter how well you extrude a single piece of rubber, you're going to get the tiniest little bit of ripple, and if you have 2 belts, you're going to cancel that ripple out. This is a ceramic oxide platter that is weighted on the outside, again, to increase that centripetal force. The higher the centripetal force, the more steady the rotation speed is going to be. And it is, talking about diamonds with our belts, this is diamond leveled. So it is absolutely perfectly flat.
And that's why it feels like it
feels like
I'm overusing it, but it feels like glass.
Yeah, polished marble, yes. This Tonearm is the best that we know how to do. It's called the RB3000. This, like the RB330 on the Planar 6, is a solid extruded piece of metal, no head shell divide, 3 points to mount our cartridge, absolute 0 friction bearings inside, all hand calibrated, titanium back counterweight.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Anti-skate is done here, and this is an adjustable armrest. So there you're in the top position, and then it just floats down as it needs to touch the record.
Operates like glass.
It's like glass, yeah. It almost weighs nothing because it's so well balanced. This is the Planar 10 PSU, which is similar in function, but much more complicated in execution than the Neo PSU that we have on the Planar 6. And that allows you to also adjust.
This is Neo's dad.
This is Neo's grown-up dad, exactly. And it's more stable at speed, and it also reduces motor vibration even further. And next to that is the ARIA, and this is a Phono moving coil and moving magnet phono stage that you guys have put on display here. Yep. In this instance, this is the Apheta 3 moving coil cartridge, so you would set this up for capacitance and moving coil operation.
And this is the big boy, right?
That is second to the very best we make. The
Gotcha.
Aphelion 2 is the very most expensive that we do, and that's $5,500. That's the introduction and the tour for the Planar 10, the best we know how to make. I will tell you that we just announced a Naia that is coming out in Q4. This will have a skeletal structure like this, but carbon fiber and graphene mixture to increase rigidity. Graphene, yep.
It's the space age, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Well, you know, Formula One racing, aerospace, things like that are very similar to really high-end engineering. So yes, you're absolutely correct. And that was brought to market as a production version of what we call the Naiad, the N-A-I-A-D, which is, we're only making 35 of those for the entire world. It's $45,000. It is completely carbon fiber. If you take the platter off, it weighs just nothing. Thank you so much.
That's pretty straightforward. And thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the Gramophone channel, like this video if you had fun today or you felt like you learned something, and of course be sure to check us out at our showrooms in Timonium, Columbia, and Gaithersburg. Don't forget our beautiful kitchen design center in Hunt Valley. And very soon, by the time you'll be watching this video, the awesome new Gramophone Experience Center.
It is gorgeous.
Thank you. We'll be seeing you.